The Broom Witch has returned as the most broken troop to crush defenses with ease. So let's break down everything you need to easily spam and 3-star any base no matter your town hall level. With how easy this army is, let's give you some hero equipment options each hero can use for guaranteed success. Starting with the Minion Prince, using his default henchman puppets and Dark Orb is all that you really need considering how simple this army is. With both being common equipment, it's easy to level them up and are quite strong with the slow on defenses while spawning additional units to soak up sinking air mines, but they can also be used to clean up or even deal with enemy heroes or CC troops if they're close by. Additionally, you can use the Dark Orb with the Dark Crown if you've invested into it already. With the Broom Witches costing the same housing space as a dragon, you can easily get the full boost from the crown, allowing him to stay alive longer and do a lot more damage. But I don't recommend this unless you prefer using it over henchman puppets. As for the Archer Queen, using her action figure and giant arrow allows you to snipe off any air defenses or sweepers while also clearing out any wizard towers with either herself or the giant. This is quite consistent for plenty of air attacks, as the giant is able to keep her alive with his high HP, but if you do not have the action figure or at a good level, you can always use the giant arrow with the healer puppet combo, as it's quite consistent with the healers keeping the Archer Queen alive while walking on the outside of the base. The Grand Warden is pretty simple, as you often want the Healing Tome and the Eternal Tome, as it offers simple protection for your Broom Witches and Minion Prince, while also healing them up as they move between defenses. This will also let you keep your blimp protected from any seeking air mines while sending it in towards the core of the base. While you could use other equipment like the Rage Gem or Lava Loom Puppet with the Eternal Tome, the combo of the Eternal Tome and Healing Tome is just unmatched and will usually keep enough Broom Witches alive even if they exit the aura every so often. However, for the Royal Champion, using her Electro Boots and Rocket Spear is often what you'll want, as the Rocket Spears are able to snipe off defenses while the Electro Boots can clear trash buildings while stationary. And once all of her spears are depleted, her Electro Boots can help her get additional defenses down. This allows you to snipe off any wizard towers within range while also creating a bit of funneling for your Broom Witches. However, you can additionally run the Rocket Spear with the Seeking Shield if you lack the Electro Boots, as you will still be able to snipe off any wizard towers and defenses, but your Royal Champion may struggle after the spears are gone. With the hero equipment combos out of the way, here are the best pets I'd recommend for you to run with this strategy for each town hall level. This will give your heroes the edge they need to support your Broom Witches as they smash defenses. Additionally, here is the army comp needed for an army like this depending on your town hall level. This will allow you to easily clear any base and always 3-star no matter what. But speaking of which, let's give you multiple examples of how you can use this strategy against different variables no matter your town hall level. Moving over to Town Hall 15, we have to mainly deal with spell towers, namely the invisibility spell towers, as they are the most annoying. Obviously, we want to start off by using the Royal Champion. With her Rocket Spears, we're able to clear out defenses with ease and any trash buildings with her Electro Boots. Obviously, we're using the Rocket Spears to clear out defenses to create a bit of funneling, especially later on, but clearing out any wizard towers is the most important thing. So this way, her Electro Boots can also help out in dealing damage, while then allowing you to at least get 1 or 2 wizard towers. This way you can use your Broom Witches for any of the remaining ones that are easy to snipe out. If there's any that are a little bit deeper in the base, using 2 Broom Witches is namely preferred. Any that are closer to the outside that aren't much of a threat, you can easily just use 1. Other than this, you will have your Archer Queen with her giant arrow. This can snipe down any air defenses and sweepers, but namely should be to activate the invisibility spell towers within the core. This will then allow you to basically spam in your Broom Witches. With the Minion Prince ability used early in the right position, you're able to have your Warden move in, using his Eternal Tome and Healing Tome to keep as much HP on the Broom Witches early on, while also keeping the blimp protected. protected. That way you can drop in your clone spells and a rage and allow your Super Yetis to smash the core. And if everything goes right, you should be able to clear multiple defenses and prevent the Broom Witches from going into that Town Hall Poison too soon. Other than this, the defenses are basically gone and you have nothing but cleanup left. With the henchman puppets, the minion prince, and all of your other Broom Witches and other troops, you'll more than comfortably 3-star any base at Town Hall 15 with this strategy. As for Town Hall 16, having access to the Angry Jelly is really going to help your Minion Prince, as now he can play a more active role and get you more value. But you of course still have to worry about the Monolith, Spell Towers, and Town Hall Poison. But in this case, we've got multiple deep set Wizard Towers, where we can use 2 Broom Witches to clear out 2 deeper sets. This allows us to create a bit of funneling control, but also really allows us to get value off of the Broom Witches. This then allows us to run the Queen to snipe down any air sweepers and air defenses, while also allowing her to create funneling by clearing out any outside defenses, while then also having a lightning spell in order to deal with another air sweeper. This allows us to have no air sweepers to worry about, and with the Royal Champion, we're running her on the other side in order to clear out any air defenses, any defenses, but mainly to snipe down 1 or 2 Wizard Towers. This should allow us to then send in our Minion Prince, Warden, and Broom Witches with the blimp moving in. Having an early Grand Warden ability is going to allow us to keep everything protected, and with the Minion Prince ability with the Dark Orb, we're able to get that blimp in using our clone spells, and we'll be able to absolutely gut the entire core. With most of the troops working around that Town Hall Poison, you shouldn't have to worry all too much. This can very easily get towards the back end and can very easily smash through the entire rest of the base, no matter if you're hitting any defensive CC troops, which is nice to have the Minion Prince here because he can now help clear enemy CC troops and defenses while your Broom Witches mainly focus on the defenses. Otherwise, if you're dealing with an enemy CC, the henchman puppets can also kind of just do the same thing. But overall, you'll just have cleanup left and you should easily 3-star no matter what. And with Town Hall 17, it should be just as easy since you don't have to worry about the Giga Poison. Obviously, you're going to be using the Archer Queen with her giant arrow to snipe down any air defenses and sweepers, while also clearing out any Wizard Towers. Usually 1 is more than enough. Same thing on the other side, we're running the Royal Champion with her Rocket Spears just to clear 1. This way we've got our Broom Witches to snipe down any other remaining Wizard Towers, and allows us to use our Minion Prince and Broom Witches to enter into the core. This way we can use 1 Wizard Tower as an anchor point in order to push everything in, with the Prince's Dark Orb to slow down defenses, the Eternal Tome and Healing Tome to keep as much HP on the Broom Witches as possible, and obviously protecting the Battle Blimp as it reaches the core. This way what we're able to do is use a poison to slow down the CC, and with our clone spells and our Super Yetis, we're able to clear a large area, with even the Electromites being cloned to do massive damage around the Monolith and other defenses. Overall, you really shouldn't have to worry all too much, and having the Minion Prince move in with everything allows you to deal with the defensive CC troops and enemy heroes, and allows you to also hopefully help clean up later. But other than that, most of the defenses should be gone, and this should give you more than enough time to clean up through the rest of the base with relative ease, making this an incredibly broken strategy. So, the Broom Witches should be able to easily smash bases along with the triple clone blimp for massive success. However, if you want to see which epic equipment is worth unlocking and upgrading, check this video out right here, where I go over the best priority for every epic in the game.